boys. Monday morning, 6:15, early this morning.
GPS connected.
Thank you. We are on our way to Mercedes. So, following me purchasing this vehicle, obviously it had an issue with the engine, a boost pipe is what they put it down to. So there's supposedly a crack in the boost pipe, and that was what was leaking boost pressure. So when I gave it beans, the turbo boosted. I guess the turbo speed sensor knew that it was going like the clappers, but not a lot was going into the engine because the crack had opened up and there was allowing a boost leak. And that brought on the engine management side to put it into limp mode. So finally, after waiting and waiting and waiting, obviously global parts shortage, nothing is available at the minute. We've managed to get hold of the bit and it's at Mercedes. So I'm on an early start to try and get to Mercedes, drop this thing off. I've got the Segway in the back. We're going to ride the Segway into work. Hopefully they'll have it done today, we shall see. And then I've got to contact the guy that sold me the vehicle and basically go, hey, do you remember that warranty work that you thought you got away with? Ta-da! Yeah, that's going to be a fun conversation. He's a typical car salesman. There's sort of 5 million excuses about, you know, this, that and everything else. What went wrong, what did this, what did that, and never really giving it the full picture. Wants to blame everything on supermarket fuel, that kind of guy. Yeah, gonna fall on the wrong ears, unfortunately, with me, because I know a little bit. So drop the van off, get on the Segway, scoot back to work, then pick up the chaser, go get some breakfast, come back to work, wait for the day to start. Didn't do much over the weekend. Obviously we worked Saturday. It was kind of a bits and bobs day. It wasn't really worth anything filming. Like I say, I'm not going to be that guy that sticks out videos just for like fillers, just for BS. I don't want to do that. That's going to make people bored of the channel. So I try and film if we've got something good to talk about. So you may have noticed at the bit in the recent past, videos have been a bit scarce. It's not been a daily upload because frankly I don't think it's worth a watch. Don't think it's worth a vid. I've still recorded, I've still filmed stuff, but I just think you'd not like it, so I haven't bothered. Today we've got a BMW X5, I think it is, booked in. Don't know if he's going to show or not, but he's supposed to be having a twin Kicker 10 box, the ported one, the loud one, and a Key 500 onto the standard system. He's already got obviously a factory upgrade on his X5, but there's lacking bass, so when he turns the volume way up, obviously he loses all bass. So we're going to put the key on there and see if we can put some of that nice stuff back, if it shows. We've got a grey overcast day. We're not due rain, but I don't think it's going to be very sunny today. It was really muggy yesterday afternoon, watching the Formula 1 and the girls that won the European finals. Well done. Well done the women England team. Fantastic to see. I'm not a football fan, but I do support my country, and I was on the edge of my seat yesterday. As soon as they scored in extra time, I was a bit grateful. But yeah, congratulations to them. They did a really good job of that. And the videos at the end, the commentary was so funny. While they were trying to interview the girls, and they were just obviously ecstatic and talking loud and shouting, and yeah, it was just the funniest thing. You could just see the reporters not getting any sense out of any of them, and they were just cracking up with it. That was quite funny. But well done, fair play girls, good job, or ladies, whichever way you want to be. So that's about it for the waffle. I'm going to get on my way, get the Segway out, we'll see what comes in today. Hope you had a good weekend. For subscribers, we've gone a little tad up, just a few more have joined the channel, which is nice. And we've had some comments, not many, but we've had some. But I'm going to get off to work and I'll see you in a bit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Right, workshop smells amazing. So Nicholas's Honda that was in on Saturday, I've managed to get his splitter, done a quick paint job on it for him, flatted it, polished, or not polished, sorry, flatted it, painted it in black, and then give it a coat of lacquer. So that's just sat here drying, and then we can wet flat it, polish it, but it's shiny and black, that's what he wants. I've got to put the pinstriping on after, but probably going to give it 24 hours to dry. X5 never showed this morning, kind of expected that. I'm waiting to hear back from the guys at Mercedes referencing my van, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it all went well. See you in a bit. Say hello, Nick. Hello. So here's his Honda we just finished. So we've got the bumper fitted, little pinstripe, and it matches the rest of the kit. It's all good? You like it? Yeah, I like it. You get to watch yourself now on TV. Morning everyone. We're in the Chaser this morning. So last night, wifey came and collected me in a Cube. We went and picked up the Mercedes from Rigor, our local Mercedes dealership. Got charged for a hose, boost hose, and a boost seal. Like, I guess the bottom of the coupling was changed. Not the best service in the world, if I'm honest. They're kind of a bit shit. But anyway, then we went to wifey's dad's. Grandma is still in hospital currently, but I think she's going to be discharged either Wednesday or Thursday this week, and Bristol Ambulance Service are going to bring her back home, but they're only doing it once her stuff has been delivered at home that make it possible for her to be at home. So things like a walker, maybe a chair, you know, that kind of stuff that helps you kind of rehabilitate once you're back at home with a cage around your leg. So that's the intention. She may be in there longer because they were talking about doing some adjustment with her leg, her cage that holds everything together, but it was planned for Wednesday, Thursday, maybe longer, we just don't know. So we went over there last night to move some furniture around, put a lot of stuff in the bedroom upstairs, bring a bed downstairs so it's in the dining room ready for her to come home, because obviously she's not going to be able to climb stairs with a broken leg and a cage. The risk of her falling would be quite bad. And on the way back, the Mercedes. Let's try that again. On the way back, without any kind of real hard acceleration, just driving normally, the van went straight back into limp mode. It wouldn't do anything. I was like, I could accelerate, nothing was happening. It was literally stuck at, like, you put your foot flat to the floor and it was just stuck. So the most I could do was about 30-40 mile an hour. So I drove it straight back through Highworth, straight onto a place called South Marston, straight into Rigor. Basically their mechanics work 24 hours a day. They do like a lorry service, so it's overnight when the vehicles are not being used. And basically gave the vehicle straight back to one of the mechanics and went, you've had this in to fix it today, it's not fixed. So wifey followed me back, fortunately, with the Cube. We then went back to the work and now I've got the Chaser. And here we are. we got some work in today. The X5 yesterday obviously stitched, that didn't come in as I kind of expected. It's a lot of that at the minute. Is what it is, don't really care. Got a chance to do some other stuff yesterday, but we've got jobs in today. I haven't checked the diary yet. I know we've got some stuff going on. I think if I remember correctly it's a T6 which we've done before, and this is the boyfriend of the this is the boyfriend of the Fiat 500 that we did that big kicker install in. He listened to her car, liked it so much, and I think today we're going to be doing, I think we're doing a Key 200.4, I can't remember, but something like that is happening today. So we're going to do an amp and a processor onto his speakers. If that's today, that's the one. We've got some fun stuff coming up this week. Got transit in for a TV roof screen towards midweek, and whatever else stuff turns up, we shall see. Videos are a bit all over the place at the minute. I know we've discussed it before. I won't do filler videos. I've refused to do that crap. Just to get out a video, just to stay relevant. I don't really care. I'll try and film good stuff for you, not you know. Look, this is me taking a shit and going to the shops. No. So breakfast is imminent. Obviously we need some food. GoPro is trying to leave the windscreen again. What is wrong with you? But yeah, we're going to enjoy some Jay-Z noises and get some boost going, so I will see you in a bit when we got our first one in. To the moon! God, I love this car. Morning everyone. So T5 in this morning, or T6, this bad boy. We've got to do a shark fin in the bonnet, which I'm just eyeing up now for better reception. We've got to do a Key 200.4 onto the front end. We've already done a Pioneer, we've already done kicker speakers, and we've done kicker 6x9s in a little box just in there. But now we're going to do an active front end, so kicker key, going to get powered up onto the mids and tweeters so the front end is live. In the back, he's already had some kicker 8s fitted to go with an Alpine amp, but we were just sizing up. He wants more bass in here because this missus car, the Fiat 500 that we did, is kicking his ass, and he wants a bit more bass. Now, I did get this box in, Comp C's, absolutely awesome this thing, budget bass, 300 quid, amazing. But it just, I cannot get it to fit. The box is way too big for the rock and roll bed, which is a shame. This, again, probably too large because of its width, but that's not to say that an underseat kind of small box would not fit. And we could put 110 in there, like a square Solibaric 10. So I'm going to get on with the key and the aerial first. Aerial into the car, then we're going to start the key, do all that, and then once that's done, I may crack out the saw and the wood and wire up one of these in a box, make him a box that's going to sit flat under that that rear shelf, so he's got more bass. He's given me free rein on the van, I can do what I want, but he has said he's lacking a bit of bass and wants a bit more. Obviously the 8s are good, don't get me wrong, space saving, they're brilliant, but for a big vehicle like this we could afford to have something more. So I'm going to play with a box and see if we can get one of these in. That'd be nice. Jodie's coming soon, obviously a snap on Tuesday. I think we've got a new flyer. See you soon.
Not planned at all.
Yeah, was the weather nice?
Yeah, it was lovely to be fair. Monday and Tuesday was a bit rainy,
Yeah.
not a lot, but Wednesday, Thursday and Friday was beautiful. And we the Airbnb we stayed at, owned a surf shop as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we went down there on the Monday or Tuesday, I think it was. Was it Monday or Tuesday? We went and saw him and said, introduced us. I said, oh, if you want a sweatsuit and a surfboard, help yourself. Like, we'll get you one. So I went out surfing for the first time ever.
Child size, yeah?
Yeah, no, but to be fair, the surfboard was massive. But apparently the bigger they are, the better, because they're buoyant sort of thing, they, you know. thinner ones are harder to balance on. I managed to stand up once.
Did you?
I think I had the surfboard around my neck about 12 times. But the problem is, I didn't realise how hard it would be.
What, surfing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like with the waves, like you sort of do 10
Everything's
steps.
moving.
You do 10 steps out and like 20 steps back in because the waves
Yeah.
are just pulling you back in.
Yeah. Yeah,
Fair play to them.
I've done a bit of surfing in my past and got caught up in a wave and spun
Yeah.
all the way to shore.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get there, you're dizzy as hell, you're
Yeah.
partially drowned, don't know what's going on. Yeah, never good.
Excellent.
What's in there?
That is the ultra thin spanners. Have you got them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have the
Think
double.
so.
Double end.
Yeah, double-ended.
Yeah. Double-ended.
Shut up laughing.
Just trying to think what else we've had. Really, not a huge amount to be fair.
So you've had no deliveries because you've been away.
No
Flyer
delivery
is
away.
changing,
Flyer is changing. Yes.
which I will insert now.
Yes. Got the mini ductor, which is quite a good bit of kit. If you've ever
Mhm.
used one, rather than oxyacetylene. A lot of pieces, the place have to use this now because of health and safety.
Mm.
It obviously just heats up the bolt rather than heats up everything around it.
Rather than the naked flame and
Yeah.
setting your workshop alight.
And obviously you've got your different ends for it, all on there.
Nice.
So it obviously puts the heat straight onto the bolt rather than
Yeah.
the oxyacetylene going all the way around, and obviously with health and safety and all that,
Fuel leaks.
insurance and stuff.
Boom!
Yeah, it's just a little bit safer.
Bit Hadouken.
Trying to think. Other than that, we've got some of the FDXs, obviously, but in the size from 6 all the way to 20.
Got.
The FDX extras, which you've got half-inch versions as well.
Got.
Got the you've got those. That's the.
Eight
sorry,
piece.
this is a 13.
Oh, that's
mil
the
set.
13
So
set.
you've got
I've
the
got the
10
10.
mil set, so that's a 13 set.
Mm-hmm.
Which they're doing now as well. Other than that, really, that is about it. Really, you've got obviously the 90-degree battery screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
It's on quite a good deal. Yeah, you've got the brushless obviously gun, which you've not got yet, but you've got the smaller. You've got the.
Yeah, I got that. No, I've got the impact driver.
You've got this is a brushless version of everything coming out now.
I think my screwdriver bit driver's on the way out.
Is it? Yeah, we do a
It's
brushless.
starting to smell funny.
We do a brushless one now. So
Have you seen the vid with the one that's kicking out the fire at the back
No.
of it? So there's a dude has got like the gun, the older version
Yeah.
of mine, and he's revving it, and every time he lets off, it coughs a flame out the back of the vent, and he's like, yeah, it's proper cool.
brilliant. So yeah, other than that, I think we've got some of those rubber mats left. The
Right.
ones like the guy you had 2 of.
Yeah, the guys are asking about them actually.
Yeah, and you got the straight screwdriver as well.
Yeah.
Cut off tools, obviously air ones.
Mm-hmm.
The little low profile gun, half-inch one.
That's ace, isn't it?
It's cool, isn't it? It's light as well, and it's pretty powerful.
So diddy.
Yeah, like so.
Hmm.
If you've got air and stuff, it's great for.
My air compressor's not that.
Yeah.
It does for blowing stuff,
Mm.
but shut up laughing. It does. Yeah, it does for blowing stuff, but it's not. It's not probably
Yeah.
gun worthy.
Obviously the adjustable spanner which we had the other week as well.
Yeah.
The big 3/8 extension sets, which got obviously the extras in it. The 2 extra long ones in it. On
Right.
that one. So it's an 8-piece
All of
set.
them together for bell housings at the back of the car.
Yeah. So yeah. Other than that, we haven't, like you say, because I haven't had deliveries, we haven't
So
really
we'll
had a huge amount.
Probably
of
catch
stuff.
up next week when you've got stuff in.
Yes. Nice t-shirt.
I know, loving
Cool.
it, mate. Yeah.
Someone earlier actually. Yeah, yesterday I had one on.
The only downside to it is one of them. It's almost like the shirt's printed backwards.
Is it?
The front is like up here. It's really weird. I put it on and I'm
Yeah.
constantly doing this because
Okay.
I don't like things around my neck.
Yeah, yeah.
But it tends to sit like that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah. But other than that, no, I love them. They're dead comfy.
Yeah.
Waiting on the Snap-on sponsor. Come on, corporate. I should be getting it. You've seen the size of the group now. We're number 1.
Oh yeah.
Snap-on tools. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We're at 72,000
Is it?
people now.
Fair play.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting big. Cool. Okay. Well, there's not a lot we're going to do this week then, because
No,
we're waiting
not a
on
huge amount.
stuff. But next week should have some parts in
Hopefully.
and a new
Fingers
flyer.
crossed. Yes.
Cool. Right then, everyone, we have a mess. I have a sweaty forehead. Let me just turn this down. Oh, so we were going to go with this, but it was never going to fit. So we wanted more bass. So I've made him a little custom something. So dash is all back together, and then in the back we've got custom ported box that just fits in. Look at that tolerance, perfect. Just fits in with the rock and roll bed, so nothing's going to get in the way. That bit's bolted down, but it's nice and safe and secure. We've got a Kicker L7 in there. with a port that way. We fitted the shark fin on the bonnet, so it's got the rhinoceros look. Here he is. What can you say about that? It's a Marmite mod, right? Some people are going to hate it, some people are going to love it. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it needs a decent signal, and I'd rather have function over form. Once it's low enough like that, you don't really notice it, but it is, yes, a rhinoceros horn, but it works. It's all good. And then obviously in the back, we've got our kitchenette speakers that are down here, our 6x9s. We didn't do a key because he's got one fitted already. I thought I'd done one, I couldn't be sure. But yeah, there's a key in the top of the dash here. I've already fitted it. So I've just tuned, reprocessed everything obviously with the louder sub, and it sounds a lot better. So we now got some wobbly bass. It's certainly enough for this bus now. Well, within reason. Is anything enough? You can always have more. Always do more. Right, see you in a bit. Afternoon everyone. So we've had the call. Apparently they've cleared the codes and it's fine. Taking it on some massive road test. Apparently it's boosting okay now. I don't know why it suddenly threw a hissy with me and went into limp mode. But we are kind of racing over to the shop. So on the Segway, going to do the little escape route. Get through the South Mast and pick up the Merc. See how it is, see you in a bit. Dudes, we're back in the Merc. Officially, nothing's been changed. They've cleared the codes, they've taken it on a road test twice, and the codes have not come back. But that's not fixing anything, that's just band-aiding the problem. So, we need a turbo. I'm going to go back to the guy that sold me the van and tell him we've done the cheaper options, which is the boost hose and the seal. The actuator sensor, the turbo sensor, is under 100 quid. So if I need to swallow that, I'll swallow that, I don't mind that. But what I'm not paying for is an adjustable vane turbo at nearly £1,000. So he's going to get told that he needs to buy me a turbo. But we have power at the minute, which is good. So I'm going to get on my way home, cut up this video for you lot. We've got a menage of videos, lots of bits and bobs going on. And I will see you bright and early in the morning, fellas and ladies. See you then. Have a good one.